It's 6:33 now to a story that is all new this Monday morning. Tampa police are investigating a deadly pedestrian accident. This happened last night around 10 o'clock at the intersection of West Bush Boulevard and North Boulevard. That's near Chamberlain High School. Now, detectives say the driver of a Ford 500 had a green light when a man stepped out into traffic. The Ford hit and killed the man. Investigators have not released the victim's name. Florida Fish and Wildlife officials continue investigating a deadly jet ski accident. Officials say Saturday night, Victor Vasquez and Robert Turnbull were riding on a jet ski near Indian Rocks Beach. The vessel hit something and both of the riders were thrown into the water. Vasquez was knocked unconscious and died, and Turnbull wasn't injured. It's been 26 years since the Space Shuttle Challenger tragedy, and now never-before-seen home movies have surfaced. It's in the form of some Super 8 film recently dug out of storage by a man who witnessed that disaster firsthand. Now to some of the stories making headlines around the Bay Area this Monday morning. The Pinellas County Sheriff, homicide detectives, and friends of Kelly Rothwell will attend a news conference a little bit later this morning to give us an update on the one-year anniversary of her disappearance. Rothwell was last seen March 12, 2011. She was headed to her boyfriend's condo in Indian Rocks Beach to break up with him. No one has seen her since. The boyfriend, David Perry, moved to New York immediately after the disappearance and then refused to talk to detectives who named him a suspect in the case. Rothwell was a police cadet attending the Pinellas Police Academy in St. Petersburg. Now an update to an 8 on your side crime tracker report this Tuesday morning. St. Petersburg police say they made an arrest in a deadly hit and run from last September. Police say during their pursuit, Lenoris Linnell Leaks Jr. ran a stop sign and hit 88-year-old Edward Guzinski. Guzinski died from his injuries, but not until January. Police identified Leaks. They caught up with him yesterday. He faces charges including vehicular homicide and leaving the scene of a deadly crash. In Pasco County, a woman accused of leading deputies on a crash that wound up killing a motorcyclist changed her plea. Brittany Miles pleaded no contest to attempted murder, fleeing, and drug charges. Last May, Miles broke out of a deputy's cruiser after an erratic driving arrest in Hudson. She apparently got back into her car and then drove away, dragging that deputy in the process. Miles faces a possible punishment of life behind bars at her sentencing, which takes place in May. 5:33 now, an update to an 8 on your side investigation into Hillsborough County's cracking reservoir. Senior investigative reporter Steve Andrews broke that story in 2007. 8 on your side discovered giant cracks in the regional reservoir. Fixing those cracks will cost $121 million. And today, reservoir owner Tampa Bay Water and engineer HDR square off in federal court. News Channel 8's Adrian Pedersen is joining us outside the federal courthouse in Tampa with more on this. And Adrian, this is a really big deal.
Statements are set to begin today. Rod?
All right, Adrian, thank you very much. Now, much of this case is going to involve the soil cement lining the interior walls. Soil cement prevents erosion of those walls, but it does crack. Tampa Bay Water says 70% of the soil cement lining cracked. HDR contends the reservoir is working as designed. The Republican candidates are battling hard to win the nomination and take center stage here in Tampa. Our Decision 2012 coverage continues along the campaign trail this morning. Mississippi and Alabama both hold their presidential primaries today in what is being called the Southern Showdown. It's a test of whether frontrunner Mitt Romney can capture the party's conservative base. Tracy Potts has more now from D.C.